Hello, this is Christine Zaremba. Thank you for tuning in to my 3-minute video presentation on my background, why I completed Level 1 of the Certified Hedge Fund Professional designation, and what benefits I've received by completing Level 1 of the CHP designation. I began my career as a receptionist at Diamondback Capital Management, a firm based in Stamford, Connecticut. I commuted there every day for a couple of weeks and eventually began utilizing my training at the New York City-based hedge fund. I worked with hedge fund professionals from around the tri-state area at the newly acquired Diamondback Advisors New York, LLC. My primary obligations were to support equity analysts, traders, researchers, portfolio managers, as well as our office management and our newly forming clientele. Taking on the role of 2 receptionists at this brand new construction site did not deter me from gearing my way towards the path to success. The few months I worked at this hedge fund in 2008 is what inspired me to begin earning my Certified Hedge Fund Professional designation about a year later. Here I gained insight into the backgrounds of the interesting people who worked at this hedge fund, either a few days a week or around the clock, and I earned a great deal of respect for their satisfaction with their professions. Most of all, I enjoyed greeting new clients and representing the New York firm as the face of Diamondback New York. I completed CHP Level 1 because I knew relatively little about the hedge fund industry in this role. Since my preliminary understanding consisted solely of how each professional interacted with one another, I needed to acquire information into business practices in order to access information and current industry trends and pricing models. I utilized the Bloomberg trading platform only temporarily, so I could not advance my trading skills beyond mere pricing inquiries. The platform did, however, open my eyes to new exchanges in foreign markets and territories, as well as keep me informed with financial news from around the world. Global currency is another evolving topic that I became enthusiastic about learning. One particular example I read on your website that I'd like to gain insight into is the after effects of the Diamondback Capital Management and Lehman Brothers deal. I heard Diamondback lost $77 million on the deal, but nothing ever again. At the time I worked for Diamondback, they opened a new hedge fund in New York, and they told me they were creating new funds in Connecticut surrounding their Stamford headquarters, including Harbor Watch. What I'd like to know is, what happens to the idea of creating new hedge funds when capital management firms' performance fees are sacrificed at every existing location? And will professionals sacrifice their performance fees based on their rate of return at firms such as Diamondback, even in the aftermath of such an occurrence? The greatest benefit I've earned by completing the Level 1 CHP designation is by far networking with hedge fund professionals. Not only are friends and extended family extremely enthusiastic about sharing their knowledge and hedge fund stories, new positions are becoming available as my initial desire, which was to become an administrator at an alternative-based asset hedge fund in the city, evolved into keeping my career options open after taking this course. I find the additional marketing materials that the Hedge Fund Group CHP designation provides to be extremely rewarding and valuable in terms of learning what works and what doesn't work within the hedge fund industry. For example, last Tuesday's Hedge Fund Career Webinar. Without this free, real-time service-providing program, I could not develop my resume, work with the free career tips, learn about service-providing and hedge fund startups, and gain a more thorough and insightful understanding into exactly why I'm taking this course in the first place. Only one position in my life has brought me all 3 factors: an enthusiasm for passion, I was the best in the world at it, and I never made such a great profit within the short amount of time that I worked at Diamondback as I have at any other position. I see continuing on my path towards success by earning the respect of successful hedge fund professionals, being very consistent with the quality of work that I produce, and having the patience and positive attitude required to meet the demands of the hedge fund industry and firm business practices. I believe the instruction that those who can grow their specialized knowledge more quickly grow themselves as an asset and as a direct result are worth more. My path to success does consist of being proactive in taking risks, daily action, and quick learning. I plan to uncover hidden opportunities that I didn't know exist yet. Thank you so much for your providing these service materials in addition to the Certified Hedge Fund Professional Designation course materials. Have a great evening.